Hello, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is your reading for the week leading into the eclipse, the full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse that is happening on May 5th. So let's see what energies you are working through as Scorpio and Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, one of the rulers of Scorpio, are asking us to really work through some stuff, some deep stuff, and release and let go. This is definitely a purge, but it's more than a purge. It's deep realizations, deep reflections of the self. So let's see what's going on with the Earth signs, because it's also a window, a portal window, a window of opportunity to move into a new life experience. The cycle is ending. We're ending a big karmic cycle, and we can't take the past baggage with us. You can try, but you'll find yourself still repeating the same old cycles. So, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's see what comes through for you. Doing a little different this week. We're going all tarot and doing elements. So, bear with me as the messages, please keep in mind these are general messages. So take what resonates for you, leave the rest. And if you would like a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. The information is also in the description box below this video. So let's get started. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Unable to move into higher ground, unable to get out of some very difficult emotions. Okay. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You may find yourself playing the victim or perpetrator, or both, because you're stuck in an emotional cycle that you are unable to move out of. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not only unable to move out of an emotional cycle, but unable to move into a new opportunity, a new life experience, because of being really holding on to these painful emotions, these painful feelings that I'm sure by now that the universe has been asking you to really take a deep dive into these feelings, these experiences that are emotional, and take a good look at yourself. This is all about self-reflection, self-understanding. Know thyself. To thine own self be true. If we keep getting stuck in old patterns, childhood patterns even, you're going to find yourself on that karmic wheel again. Repeating. Not seeing things from a higher perspective. Think of, and if you have been listening to me recently, sorry, throat chakra all of a sudden. If you have been listening to me recently, I have been referencing what Caroline Moss, I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name, uses as a beautiful, brilliant analogy as far as our levels of consciousness. And we all, I mean, we're multidimensional. So we go, in and out of different levels of consciousness. So think of it as an apartment building, a giant skyscraper in New York City. When you're on the ground level, when you're down on the ground, what you see is what you get. You see the streets, the traffic, the trash on the streets, and that's about it. You're in survival. You possibly could even go deeper into the dark basement. But as you rise in the building, same address, by the way, same structure, as you rise up to the penthouse even, or 10th floor, you can see you've got the Hudson River behind you. You can see the sunset, the stars. It's a whole different world up there, right? But if we get stuck in certain patterns of if we're not releasing our emotions or taking a deeper look at why we feel the way we feel, we're going to stay on the ground level, or possibly even in the basement where it's dark and you really can't see what the truth is. That may have been deep for some of you, but I feel like that is such a brilliant analogy for the levels of consciousness. I prefer it over the dimensions, you know, 3D, 5D, all of these things. It's understanding how we do and how our emotions drive our consciousness. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And we have got the Six of Pentacles, which is overgiving, people pleasing. This is definitely a coping mechanism from childhood, a pattern. Fear that you're not good enough, that that these people are going to judge you, leave you, be mean to you if you don't give them everything and more of yourself. Keep, you know, kissing that ass, right? Sorry to be so blunt. That's the energy I'm feeling here. That's keeping you stuck here too. Keeping you stuck on the lower level, on the ground floor, where you really are only able to, you're left to your own vices. We'll see what comes out from there, but you're left to your own vices, and you're in, yeah, survival mode. Which brings up a lot of fear, lack mentality, fear of being left out, fear of being left out in the cold, lost, and having nothing and nobody. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. It speaks of your journey. We have Temperance below that. And it's been a very slow and arduous process, this awakening process. And it is. Everybody's journey is unique and different to themselves. It has been slow and steady so that you don't miss. Because I feel like there have been some skipped steps along the way, which we all do from time to time, trying to, you know, race through the good stuff, forgetting that that's only a little clip of the film, and embrace and appreciate when life is moving and flowing in our favor. It doesn't always, and don't expect it to. Anyway, let's keep going here for earth signs. Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I apologize. I already feel like this is very blunt, and I don't mean it to be. I read the energy, how it comes through. And what I'm reading is exactly how it's coming through of me. So I'm trying to leave myself out of the reading. I just have to call it like I see it and call it how I feel it, because I typically, why am I using the word typically? I do feel the cards. I feel the energy as I'm reading it through my body. All right, earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What is it that's keeping, oh, we have the Tower, and it is in reverse. So you've experienced multitude of Tower events, things not working out, things coming apart, shocking realizations, you name it, right? When the Tower's in reverse, you're just going through them, but you're not taking in the lesson. You're not understanding, you're not seeing from the higher ground, because you're unable to move up to that penthouse or even like the 10th floor to see your part in it, to see what the universe is showing you. This really meant to help liberate you on your journey and leave your past behind. Yet tower after tower after tower comes through, and you're not picking up what the universe is putting down for you. Makes it really difficult. I get it now. I understand why you're still having a hard time emotionally rising above situations that are on the ground level, and you're just playing in it. You're playing in the matrix. Okay. Page of Pentacles. And it does, you really miss out on a lot of beautiful opportunities. And opportunities for growth. Not just growth, but love, fun, passion, wisdom. Evolving. The Moon in reverse. These subconscious spheres of yours, these subconscious patterns of yours continue to creep up through each and every Tower moment. You may even have, well, I'm sure that you do, symbology. Let's just talk about the birds for a minute. If you've been seeing black crows or ravens, black birds around, you know, I'm here to tell you, maybe you want to get in touch, learn about sacred symbology. These blackbirds are here to tell you that you are in the mind, deep in negative perception that is incorrect. You're reading off of your subconscious pain, things that are stored deep within your subconscious from your childhood. And you're taking that at face value and believing that instead of the truth of what Source, God, universe is really showing you and trying to liberate you from. It's a stubborn energy too. Very stubborn energy. Now, okay, we won't get into that. It's a little too deep. It's a little too deep for an elemental reading. But if you do resonate with this and you would like a personal one-on-one reading, you can book that. I think I already said that. Book that through my website. The information's all in the description box below. High Priestess. So as you are pleasing others and making sure that others like you and they appreciate you and all that you do for them, deep inside, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. The High Priestess is hidden secrets, secret wisdom, but it can be deceptive. This is intentionally being deceptive because you deep down know. You know exactly what you're doing. You're not being true and authentic to yourself. You are trying to win people over by giving gifts, maybe money, doing things for them that they can do themselves. All of the things that maybe you had received when you needed deep emotional safety and security and did not receive that from a mother, a father, or a caregiver of some sort. But this is stored wisdom deep in the body, in the subconscious, but the High Priestess tells me that you actually are conscious of it and you continue to act this way. It is a pattern. It's a habit. So it could be that you're one to really just continue to recycle and repeat patterns consciously. Even though it brings you complete dissatisfaction and pain. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Swords and the Fool. So while you're in this lack mentality, the Five of Pentacles, or at least fear of losing or being left out, not being able to survive financially, physically in your life. And this is just a fear, although your fears could become very real if you continue to perpetuate them and believe them. There's there's definitely some truth, some clarity that's coming through about your trust and faith in the unknown, your ability to truly have that carefree, okay, this isn't working, let me try something completely outside of the box. It's your logical mind is stopping you. Yeah, your masculine energy, your logical mind, there's something in your thought process, way of thinking, and it's most likely linked to, you know, your ancestry, your lineage, your family upbringing. It keeps you from liberating yourself. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. On top of that, there's a complete and utter imbalance when it comes to the give and take within your life, within your relationship. And you may even find that you are taking more than you are giving, because you're definitely holding on to what you got and you ain't giving that away. What you're giving away is pretty much a facade. It's not even real. The intention behind this is fear. It's not from the heart fully. And you got to get really honest with yourself. Now, maybe not always, but what the lessons the universe is trying to show you is like, be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. These deep truths you already know. It's time to get honest with yourself. These are childhood wounds. These are unmet needs from childhood. It's time for you to meet those needs yourself. Parent yourself. I don't care how old you are. It is nobody else's fault. It is no one else to blame at this point. Take accountability for self and, you know, see what is in all of these tower experiences that you hadn't seen, or you don't want to see. All right, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is a hard week, guys. This is a hard week for everybody. Pre-eclipse, we're in an eclipse sandwich with Pluto squaring the North and South node. We have this giant push-pull energy. The South node, the North node is really pushing us, our universe. Events are pushing us forward to our destiny. South node, past behaviors are pulling us back to fate. It's your choice. Do you want to move into your destiny, or do you want to experience your fate? That is the karmic wheel that we are in. That is our choice point that we are in right now. So, with that said, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, 4 of Cups in reverse, Emperor in reverse, 5 of Wands. You may be really stuck in a loop. You may be gossiping, or others that are gossiping. Not taking time to really do that self-reflection. This is more about, I need to like spew this out onto other people and get the feedback from other people. And that disempowers you. You're not making your own choices or decisions. You're letting others fill the void, okay? And feed the stories that are going on in your mind. Here we go. There's the dragon. North and South node. North node. Head of the dragon. Scary. There's fire there. Future direction. Doesn't feel safe, does it? South node. The tail. Tail of the dragon. You're going to have to follow this spiral all the way back into what you already do know. You do have some guidance here. Some angelic guidance here. But, yeah. If this resonates for you, I highly suggest taking a step back and taking a good look at how are you disempowering yourself here. If it feels better to blame others, by all means, stay in the South Node and find your fate. But I see a lot of potential here that you're not really taking any of them. Now, these came out sideways. We're going to take them upright. But I see potential here. There's a potential. But it requires you to really sit still, sit with yourself, truly with yourself, not with others, until you're able to walk away, eclipse this story, these feelings, this past baggage, garbage. And Scorpio will spin you around and spin you around and spin you around in these cycles. Then as soon as this eclipse is done, the moon moves into a beautiful grand water chime, which will usher us into a new direction if we choose so. We have the Hierophant in reverse, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups. You're not learning anything from this experience. What you're meant to be learning. What you already know. I can't get it. What you already know. And you're keeping secret within yourself. You're actually keeping secret from yourself. Got another narrative going on. You want to be victorious. You want to win. You want to be right. And you want to feel emotionally fulfilled. I get it. But this is about hidden knowledge that you've hidden from yourself. Wisdom. Growth. There's so much on the other side of this. But it seems like you continue to play around in the same energy. In the same story, in the same perspective. And you may come out of it from time to time, but you get pulled right, the South Node pulls you right back. And because there's a lot of fear there, there's a lot of fear. This is all survival. This is all root chakra. You're in the basement of the building. You can't see. You can't see your future. You can't see your destiny. You can see your fate. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're like, all right, if it's fated, it's fated. Fate is when you don't make a choice to better your life and better yourself. Temperance in reverse. That's your fate. Destiny is when you trust and have faith in the universe, in God, in yourself, on your path, and you follow your heart. You follow what sings to you. That's your destiny. Temperance in reverse. Unable to balance. Unable to bring balance into your body, mind, spirit. King of Wands in reverse. And it's stifled, the actions that you take. They really don't have a lot of integrity, authenticity. All right, we're going to do one more. Let's get some advice for you. Earth signs. Earth signs are energy. Earth signs are a little stubborn in this cycle, I can see. And I get it. This could be for some of the fixed signs. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Anything else that we can give the earth signs before we go into advice? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Recognize your patterns. Recognize stop putting the blame outside of yourself and just looking at everybody else and saying, they did that and they did that and I'm wounded and I'm hurt and I need. You have to meet your own needs in this game of life. We must meet our own needs. Your happiness does not rely on anybody or anything outside of yourself. Your health, your well-being. Unless you're an infant, unless you're a child, it is your responsibility to work through your wounds, your traumas, your past, your habits, your patterns. Grow and evolve. And stop staying stuck in fear. And it turns into self-loathing, which can eventually turn into some deep addictions, because you cannot live out of integrity from your soul's calling for very long without finding something to make you feel better outside of yourself. And that would be some form of addiction. 2 of materials and 2 of voices in reverse. Unable to make a decision, unable to make a choice, because you're just juggling. You're in and out, up and down. You got your toe dipped in and you're coming back out. I'm sure this is triggering for all of you, and I apologize, but it is an important message to come through. Some of you are going to resonate and be like, damn, thank you. I thought so, but confirmation. You need this to grow, to bust through the stratosphere of your own self, your own inner psyche. Whew, this is a deep one. Okay. Because you're unable to move, emotionally move to higher ground. You're stuck in the basement. Not picking up on like why things happened. It's a lesson. It's for growth. It's for you to know yourself. Wow. Okay. Chariot in reverse. Yeah. You may think you're going forward, but nope. Here I am back at the same place. Can't move forward. 6 of voices. Or see that your higher self is trying to help you, trying to assist you in seeing yourself in this situation. Seeing yourself in all people, places, and things. Mostly people. Animals too, but for all intents and purposes, people. Your community, your friends. You're not seeing it. You're not picking it up. You're playing victim. You are playing victim martyr. Because you need to get some sense of gratification, and the only gratification you can is some facade of like what I can give to you and what I can do for you so that you can appreciate me. Aren't you tired of that? Cool, I'm going to need a break after this one. Hierophant. Kind of came out sideways, right below the Hierophant in reverse. So there is some wisdom you have picked up on. This represents Chiron, the wounded healer. Some of our childhood, some of your childhood wounds. It's been helpful, but now you're getting to the meat. You're getting to the meat of the situation, and this is where you start to shy away from diving any deeper. And this is where it's too uncomfortable, and it's easier to project that pain out into blame to outside of yourself. It's so much easier to do that. Yet, do you get anywhere? No, you stay in a repetitive cycle over and over and over again. Okay, 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's very important to take a deep look in the mirror. All of the cosmic mirrors that are being reflected to you right now. What you've lost, what you've given away, what you're judging. If you feel judged, that is because you are judging. Take a look at all of the ways that you have sabotaged your journey and yourself and your integrity. 10 of Voices. There are lots of painful endings. Something's coming to an end, and instead of accepting it, you've turned ice cold. And are really, she's spraying all of that icy cold water emotions out into everywhere that she is, creating icicles and dangerous. This is psychic warfare. You're spreading your energy amongst whatever you are coming in contact with. All right, we're guided to get an advice card from, I don't really read from these very much, but the Gateway Oracle cards from Denise Lynn. And the more and more you do that projection outwards, the more harm you do, not just to yourself, but to others as well. So really, truly, try to take a deep look in the mirror to see. I'm not even going to apologize for this reading. I know that it will not be well received by many, but I'm not sugarcoating my readings anymore. It is what it is, and we all go through these dark nights of the soul, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. Emerging into grace, I open my soul to grace. And you know what grace is? That's those miracles. Things we don't expect. That is the grace of God. That is the grace of universe that gifts us from time to time. Have you recognized those gifts that have come into your life in the past couple of years or your whole life? Have you been open to the grace? Or have you felt entitled, special? Yeah. We're all floating on this rock here together. Nobody is any more special than anybody else. Nobody deserves anything. Emerging into grace. All is well. You can relax and let go, for your path is divinely guided. Gifts from the Creator are pouring into your life. Gratitude abounds. A spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. Beautiful. So here's another gift of grace coming into your life. Recognize it. The universe wants you to know, in the stillness of retreat, the gifts of spirit will emerge at your feet. In gratitude and thankfulness, an opening into the deepest spiritual realms is occurring. Simply be ready and be open, as waves of sacred love will pour into your heart. Grace is growing within you so that, more and more, you serve as a safe sanctuary for others. So be aware, pay attention to those signs that grace is being gifted to you through this cycle. This is really, really important that you learn the lessons of the cycle and not repeat them, that you're able to see things from a higher perspective and really get out of this lack mentality, woe is me, victim, entitlement, I'm special and others aren't, or everyone, whatever story is going on, it's time to let that go and see your journey from a different perspective. That's what I have for you, Earth signs. So I hope that was helpful for you. I'm sorry, the intensity. Scorpio and Pluto energy and all the other energies, I can't help but channel them through. So take what you will and leave the rest. And sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.